Hey, Elevate vocalists, this is the vocal or harmony tutorial for the song Love Enough. And so let me just walk through a few notes on this song. There's really only one section of the song that we're singing the harmony to, and that's the chorus. If you walk through the map of the song, your verses are going to be either lead. I know verse 3 we're going to sing a unison on that, so we're singing the melody together, but lead vocal. Our refrains, we'll sing the first part of it, like the first little sets of lyrics, then we drop out and let the lead take it, and then there's no bridges on this. So really, we're just going to focus on that chorus. But the chorus is a little bit longer chorus, and if you listen to the song, there's two lyrics that have repeating melodies, and then the melody goes up on the third lyric. So I'm going to kind of break this down into two sections of this chorus, because I think it might be a little bit easier to learn than trying to bite the whole chunk off all at once. So when we have there's love enough for the brokenhearted, you give your life to make us whole. You call the lost your treasure as you welcome them home. Those are kind of repeating melodies, so they'll feel the same as you sing them. But then when we go, every captive released, these prison walls fall at their feet. That's where the melody shifts, so our harmony part's going to shift. So that'll be kind of like section 2 of our chorus. And so we're going to walk through that together, and then also toward the ends of the chorus, like when we get to the end of the song and everything's kind of big, the harmony parts are still staying the same, but because I'm doing some vocal stuff, like I know at the very last chorus I'm adding the one word to the end of it, so that kind of changes how we sing that melody a little bit. And instead of going down at the end of the chorus, I go up, and so that changes as well. So it's almost the same, but we'll go through both parts and just make sure we have everything covered. So let's start with section 1 of the chorus. So this is the end of verse 2 going into this part.
There is love enough for the brokenhearted. You gave your life to make us whole, and you call all the lost your treasure as you welcome them home.
So that's our section 1. So you kind of see that little bit of fluidity and kind of felt the same, like we're singing the same parts on both of those lyrics. So let's sing that again just to make sure we got that first part down. So again, this is section 1 of the chorus.
There is love enough for the brokenhearted. You gave your life to make us whole, and you call all the lost your treasure as you welcome them home.
So that's the first part of that. So maybe start learning that, and then we can jump into section 2. So this is section 2 of the chorus of Love Enough, and on this I will go ahead and right up front and say this is like a soprano part, and so I'm going to be hitting a lot of falsetto. It probably won't sound amazing as far as tone wise, but hopefully you'll be able to get the part on this. And also on this, because this is just, there's only one harmony part in this song. There's not multiple harmony parts. So on this one, it's definitely a soprano part. I think there's probably some of our altos that could hit this part. But because it's a little bit on the higher side, I'd say if you're struggling to hit that high note, stick to melody. So we're either going to do melody or we're going to do this harmony part. So, but let's go through the second part of this chorus. So we just came out of the first section. I'm trying to get my thing to go back here. Oh my goodness. Come on, I'm sorry. I will trim this. Okay. All right. So this is section 2 of the chorus. We'll kind of give us ourselves a lead in here. And then come in here with section 2.
Every captive released, his prison walls fall at their feet. All your promises sure, I know you are good, God.
So that's what that sounds like. Let's go back and do that again. Okay, section 2 right here.
Every captive released, his prison walls fall at their feet. All your promises sure, I know you are good, God.
So So now let's go back and do the whole thing all together. So come into the chorus, starting with section 1.
There is love enough for the broken-hearted. You gave your life to make us whole. And you call all the lost your treasure as you welcome them home. Every captive released, these prison walls fall at their feet. All your promises sure, I know you are good, God.
And so that's what that chorus will sound like when you put it all together. And so what I want to do is kind of jump to the end of this song, because we have two big choruses coming out of the instrumental. The first time we sing that first chorus coming out of the instrumental, everything's the same until the very end, because instead of me singing as the melody part, I know, kind of when going down into that, I go, I know, and go up instead. And so the harmony will follow that part. So let me back it up a little bit here. And we'll go into that first part. We'll listen to how that ending goes. And then I'll also show you the chorus second time through. When I do instead of welcome them home, I say welcome them all home. And I change my melody line a little bit there. So we'll let the harmonies follow that as well. But let's start from here. See, that was the same. So this is the first one.
Captive release, this prison walls fall at their.
Now they're going to go up on the end of this.
Your promise is sure, I know there is love enough for the broken-hearted. You gave your life to make us whole.
This is where that lyric's going to change a little bit.
Lost your treasure as you welcome them all home. Every captive release, these prison walls fall at their feet. Oh, your promise is sure, I know you are good, God.
So that's kind of what that sounds like. So there's a lot of up and down on that, but it definitely adds to the dynamic of the song. Hitting those harmony parts and following along with the melody creates such a dynamic with that song. So let's try that again. But like I said, you'll be able to hear as I go up, the harmony part goes up, and then welcome them all home. That's a big punching lyric there, and so we want to punch in with that harmony part. So let's listen to that one more time. So this is the end of that first chorus, going back into the repeat. We're going to go up here.
Lord, I know there is love enough for the broken-hearted. You gave your life to make us whole. And you call all the lost your treasure. You welcome them all home. Every captive released, these prison walls fall at their feet. All your promises sure, I know you are good, God.
So that's the gist of the song. So again, it's not the easiest harmony part, but I think if you can break it up into sections and then just be mindful of the choruses at the end where some of those melody shifts and dynamic changes take place, it should help you as you're learning this harmony part. So as always, thank you so much for your time and for practicing. And this song is, I feel like, a very powerful song. And those harmony parts coming in strong really help with the dynamic and the journey that we're leading people on through this song. So thank you so much for your time. God bless.